If you've spent any time working on the GST portal, you know the absolute nightmare of clicking through hundreds of individual invoices one by one. The Invoice Management System, or IMS, offline tool changes that workflow. It lets you accept, reject, or hold hundreds of invoices pending with a single click. I'm Alok Singh, and welcome back to ASRN Tax and Accounting Services, where we break down GST compliance so you can get back to business. Today, we're going to master this specific Excel utility, showing you how to skip manual data entry and process your entire month's compliance efficiently. First, let's grab the tool. Log into the GST portal and navigate to Downloads. Select Offline Tools, then click on IMS Offline Tool. The tool downloads as a standard zip file. Make sure you extract the entire folder to a local drive on your computer before trying to open it. Now, before you open the Excel file, we have to fix a common Windows security setting. By default, Windows blocks the macros this tool needs to function. To bypass this block, right-click the extracted Excel file and select Properties from the drop-down menu. At the very bottom of the General tab, you will see a security warning. Check the box labeled Unblock and then hit OK. Enabling these macros is a required step. Without it, the automated processing buttons inside the spreadsheet simply will not respond. With the tool ready, we need to export your invoice data. Head back to the GST portal, go to Services, Returns, and open your Invoice Management System dashboard. Under the Inward Supply section, you will click the Offline option. From there, trigger the download for your JSON file and save it somewhere easily accessible on your computer. Now, go ahead and open your fully configured IMS Excel utility. On the home sheet, click this blue button labeled Open Downloaded IMS JSON File. Select the JSON file you just pulled from the portal. The Excel tool will automatically parse the code and populate the proper worksheets with all your supplier invoice details, row by row. By pulling this raw data into a local spreadsheet, you bypass the portal's loading times. You can review your entire ledger without waiting for a web page to refresh. Next comes the actual work, reviewing these auto-populated supplier invoices. Scroll to the Status column. This drop-down menu dictates actions for each line item. Select Accepted for correct invoices to claim input tax credit. Choose Rejected for duplicates or incorrect values. Mark unfamiliar invoices as pending to hold them for a future tax period. Here is the fastest way to process a large batch. Once you set a status for one invoice, click the bottom corner of that cell and drag it down. This applies that exact same action to hundreds of rows instantly. After you've categorized every invoice, there is one mandatory safety check before you leave the worksheet. Scroll up to the top and click the Validate Sheet button. This scans your work for any formatting errors. Validating the sheet locally guarantees that the GST portal won't reject your entire batch upload due to a simple typo. Once the sheet validates cleanly, click back to the Home tab and hit the Generate JSON File to Upload button. Take that newly created JSON file, log into the GST portal, and return to the IMS dashboard. Switch to the Upload tab under Inward Supplies, click Choose File, and submit your generated JSON. The portal processes the file and updates your ledger. Your bulk offline decisions are now officially synced with the government database, securing your ITC claims for the month. Keep in mind, uploading the file quickly does not protect you from the legal consequences of bad data. If you blindly mass accept invoices without verifying them, you risk claiming ineligible input tax credit, which triggers compliance notices and penalties from the tax department. You must rigorously reconcile your company's internal purchase register against this IMS data before executing any bulk actions. Also, actively manage and clear your pending status invoices. Resolve those discrepancies with your suppliers each month so they don't compound into a major bottleneck. If this workflow saved you time, please give the video a like, share it with your accounting peers, and subscribe to ASRN Tax and Accounting Services. If you run into any specific errors using the tool or have questions regarding IMS regulations, drop them in the comments below. The government tools provide the speed, but your rigorous review process is what keeps the business secure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.